What's going on, everybody? This is Matt Does Fitness, and I really like holding hands at the cinema, which always freaks out the strangers sitting either side of me. Okay, now this is deadlift day from week 1 of technically cycle 2 of running my own program, which by the way I have not kind of set on a name for yet. Got a few potentials in the pipeline. I was thinking Matt Attack or Matt's Big Hairy Man Muscle Plan, although come to think of it, names for planned schedules tend to sound better with numbers in, so maybe like Hairy Muscle Pack 754, Big Round Muscles 2000. There's quite a lot of potential options, so if you let me know what you're leaning towards personally in the comment section below, we can kind of come to a mutual agreement and settle on something, because obviously it's going to look better in my video titles if it has something cycle 2, week 2 or week 1 as opposed to just, I don't know, just straight into the cycle. Anyway, right, so today was 5 sets of 5. I went up from last week. I hit 190 kilos, which is 419 pounds, and I got all 5 sets of 5, I'm pleased to say. So, that means that my deadlift is now where it was before I left. This is the session I did in the week leading up to my 514 pound deadlift PR. So, that obviously bodes very well, and it means that I've already caught up where I was in the space of 2 sessions, which is pretty immense. I definitely was not expecting that, and it's obviously saved me a lot of time, which I thought I was going to have to invest in just getting back to the point I was already at, which would have been very demoralising. But yeah, you see here, it was a little bit of a grind. What I worked on today, because I'm always working on things in my deadlift, it's kind of far from perfect. I was working on pulling the slack out of the bar before I started the lift, which actually I think makes the lifts look much, much better. You'll notice in previous videos, I tend to bend my elbows sometimes in my deadlifts, and I believe that's where I'm kind of starting the pull before I've actually got my arms and my, my torso and everything kind of tight. Here I was pulling up fractionally before I kind of started, so I was set with everything nice and tight, and then I started the lift, and it feels a lot more smooth, and it just feels much better off the floor. So I will continue to do that if I remember, and that should obviously make a positive impact on my deadlift. You see here, I'm pretty pleased with that form. Back straight, everything's coming up in unison, there's no elbow bend. I'd say that's pretty much as good as my deadlifts have looked, and that's obviously, it's not a massive weight there, but 419 pounds, 190 kilos, it's a reasonable weight for 5 sets of 5. So like I said, I'm really, really pleased to get that session done, particularly this soon after coming back from holiday, and obviously it bodes well for the next 5 weeks of the cycle. Pretty exciting times. I then moved on to some stiff-legged work. I did 3 sets of 8, I think, at 140 kilos, which is 309 pounds. Actually, that was a lie. I did 3 sets of 5. Also, this is a pretty disturbing camera angle. I look a bit weird. Kind of, I don't know, my head's going off to a weird angle. I don't know why I chose that camera. I probably should have done a different one, but it's done now. We can't change the past. Let's just live in the now. Right, moving on to some accessory work. There's my new trainers, by the way, looking pretty good. I did some Penley rows. I did 3 sets of 12 down to about 8 or 9 or so. I noticed I've lost a little bit of strength on these, not anything massive, but a little bit of strength on these, but that will obviously come back pretty quick. You can see here my form's pretty crap. My torso's coming up, which obviously it shouldn't be doing, and so I'm effectively cheating, and no one likes a cheat. I then did some reverse dumbbell flies, hitting my rear delts, felt a nice amount of rear delt engagement. For those of you that don't know, I always include rear delts as part of my back workout, as opposed to my shoulder workout, purely because I feel like I hit my rear delts when I'm doing rows and stuff, and so if I was to do rear delts again in my shoulder workout, it would not be enough recovery. So that's why I do that. If you don't like that, then just send an email to my complaints email address, mattdoesfitness /I am not going to read your complaint @hotmail.co.uk. And then I did some face pulls, using the cable pulley thing and this crappy attachment which is literally falling apart. In fact, the other day I was using it and one of the handles came off, which obviously could have been a lot worse had I been doing face pulls, because I would have punched myself in the face. I did 3 sets of 12-ish of those, and I finished the session with some what they call preacher curls on this machine, which actually kind of, it's like a love-hate. Sometimes I like it, sometimes it annoys me. It is a bit bent, so it's not even, which is frustrating, particularly when you're pretty OCD like I am. But actually it is quite a good way to, I feel like I really engage both heads of my biceps, and obviously it allows you to kind of resist the entire range of the movement, which is always a bonus. And that was that. I then, as it was quite late in the day and I was hungry, headed over to Subway, got a 12-inch steak and cheese, I think with extra cheese, barbecue sauce, on Italian oats and herbs, I believe, something like that. And that's a mango medley oasis, which I've never seen before. It was friggin' good. But that's that, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, share, subscribe as always, and I will let you enjoy the last few seconds of me eating a Subway to the lovely sounds of this music.